Hello everybody, welcome to Ogasawara. This is Chichijima. This is the main street. This is the Ogasawara town. You can see here looking straight at it. That's it. This is the main street. At the end of the street is a traffic light, and from there you have the fishing pier and the boat pier where the ferry comes from Tokyo. And it's pretty quiet. This is lunchtime. So pretty much, they do have cars. They do have people. This isn't exactly the middle of nowhere, although it sort of is. We're not exactly, but we're 1,000 kilometers away from the city of Tokyo, but this is Tokyo. This is probably the furthest outpost town. This is the furthest town, and it's considered a sub-prefecture of Tokyo. And right now, before we go down to Main Street, I'm gonna take you to the beach, which is just absolutely stunning. You're gonna be blown away by this. And check out, there's a bunch of students over there. Guess they got soccer jerseys on. All right, I'm taking you right now to the beach. And all right, yesterday I did an Instagram live. Oh, I see it right now. Yesterday I did an Instagram live stream and I was just blown away. I stopped in my tracks and said, I can't believe that I'm in Tokyo. Check it out. So past those trees, it's not too hot. Deep Purple writes in, it's pretty reasonable. Look, can you guys see the blue? Do you see it? All right, there's a windsurfer coming in. But you can see that tropical deep blue or emerald blue. I'm still not sure what that color is, but this is called the Bonin Islands in English. And this could be Bonin blue. It's absolutely stunning, and I stood here on this spot for like a couple of minutes just kind of absorbing what I was seeing. We've had strong wind today, and I had to go to my external mic, which is a Rode Micro, which kind of will kill down some of the wind noise, but we have a lot of wind. So I apologize in advance. This is like almost on the same level as Okinawa. So when you leave Tokyo, you kind of are going southeast, I think. Can you go surfing? Yes, you can. Excuse me, a lot of the people on the boat were surfers, and we have a windsurfer here. And I'm just gonna show you a little bit of the beach because we're gonna get back to the town. But it's just absolutely incredible. Look at that color. Honestly, what is that color? It's not emerald, it's like a white blue. It's just so stunning, and the closer you get to it, the more beautiful it gets. It smells like the sea. This is Tokyo. The water is just slightly cooler than the air temperature, if you can believe that. So there's almost no change. And you see some college students that are on break down there, kind of chilling out. This is, in the distance you can see, hey Luke, thanks for that. In the distance you can see the boat that I came on, which is docked here until the 5th for another 2 days or so. And then it heads back to Tokyo for a day trip. For a day, and then come back the same day it comes back to the island. Turquoise is a good color, yeah. Thanks for writing. I really don't know. It's emerald, turquoise. It's hard to really put your finger on what this color is. It's super clean, very salty, and the salt content goes up with the higher that the temperature of the ocean is, and the temperature is pretty constantly around like 25 to 29, 28 degrees Celsius. Which is like 80 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit, which is crazy for the ocean. On the 5th, I'm going to be going out to see the dolphins. Apparently you can go and scuba dive with the dolphins, which is crazy. I can't believe I'm here. This is absolutely insane. And I have to give a shout out to everybody on Patreon that's supporting. Thank you for financing this kind of trip where I can film and bring you not just live, but I'm filming a couple of main channel episodes on this island, which is gonna be pretty cool. I started filming yesterday, the day I came. So that's this main town's beach. I just showed you the main street. This is the main beach in the main town, and it's pristine. And it's not a lot of people. It's pristine. I love it. Surfing here So windsurfing is okay. A lot of people windsurf here for good reason. But not a lot of surfers because there's other locations on this island that have amazing surfing. But it costs you an extra 1,000 yen to check in a surfboard on the ferry. So there's that, okay? The name of the island is Chichijima. Chichijima. Jima meaning island. And nearby is a place called Hahajima, which there's a daily ferry connection between Hahajima and Chichijima, almost daily, like 6 times a week. Thank you, Amanda, for the super chats. Thank you. This is my lunch money. That's where I'm going at the end of this live stream, to the lunch. So you can go to Hahajima. It's a couple of hour ferry ride. It's hard to do a day trip because the ferry departs and comes back after 3 hours. So if you do a day trip to Hahajima, you're not going to be there for very long, and I might just do that because there's very limited accommodations on Hahajima. I'm trying to get a place to stay now, but you have to make a reservation over 1 month in advance during high seasons. So there's that. Also part of Ogasawara, as I said, is a sub-prefecture, meaning it's Tokyo, but it's also got its own like government here. And this island is the administrative center of the other islands in the Ogasawara Island range. And of those islands, a lot of people will know the name Iwo-jima, which in Japanese is correctly said Iwo-to. And Iwo-jima is, you know, the Clint Eastwood movie Letters from Iwo Jima and the battle from World War II, Iwo Jima. We know that in English it should be called Iwato. To also means island in Japanese. So Iwato is like, I don't know, it's kind of far that way, like that way, but it's part of this Ogasawara, and this is the closest spot to get to Iwo Jima or Iwato. If you're interested in that, you guys can check out. They're doing a little. So they have a pretty young population here. These guys must be college students visiting. But there are a couple of schools on the island, and used to be that you would have to go to Tokyo and do your schooling, I guess from junior high school there, and then you'd come back after college, and a lot of people wouldn't come back. But kids are coming back now, and I believe that there is a junior high schooler here now. And I saw a lot of kids running around. You can see here, check it out. It looks very tropical, doesn't it? It's because we're on like the same level as Okinawa. So the school is around this area, I believe. Anyways, if you guys Google map it, you'll be able to find it just pretty quickly. But I will show you a couple of things before we start going down the main street. And thanks for joining me on this epic. If you call it epic, more people get excited about this epic Chichijima downtown tour. That's what Chichijima looks like. It looks like the UK without, you know, Ireland, and the top is kind of smashed down. That's where I am right now. This is the main town. The ferry comes in through here and docks right there. And I'm right here. We're going to be walking down the main street this way, okay? The rest of the island is going to be saved for another day. I'm going to be staying here until this area for 2 more nights, and then I'm moving here to the scuba diving area for the next 3 nights, and then I'm moving down here to stay for a couple of nights before I come back to the city. I'm going to go down here tomorrow and check out some of the beaches and maybe fly the drone. Now, drone use is restricted on the island. You can't just fly the drone like I did in Aogashima last year. This isn't the Wild West like Aogashima is. This is a national heritage, a World Heritage Site. It's protected by the government, by the world, as the Galapagos of the East is what they call this. So the animals are not afraid of humans like the Galapagos Islands. So that's what made this a World Heritage Site and why it's really protected. That's why scuba diving is going to be so awesome. There's the tourist office, and they've been really helpful helping me set up this trip and with information and calling people to set up interviews and things like this. They helped me find the accommodation. They haven't helped me find a motorbike. I've been trying to get a 50cc scooter just so I can get around the island, but we can't get one. You have to make a reservation a month in advance for a motorbike. Just crazy. This dude's got my bike. Somebody tackle him. Like he knew I was coming. good. You better run. I like on the streets here, you'll find some interesting stuff. This one is a Aomi Game, and Kame means turtle in Japanese. And you'll see along the streets, not just amazing manhole covers, because I'm into manhole covers, but you'll see like little art on the streets of the marine life and life in general here. Once again, this is the main street, guys. This is downtown Chichijima. So if you're thinking of coming here, this is an unfiltered, and you're gonna like it. Oh, there's Tane Katadon. I forget the name of this restaurant, but I'm gonna try to eat lunch here later on. They had a really good teishoku, which is a set menu meal. You'll see that on the map, and it's one of the restaurants that's recommended. Honestly, it's really quiet and it's pretty cool. There's the park. All the tourists, where are they? They're scuba diving, or they're out hiking, they're doing something. But for the next, oh, I found the playground. There it is, you can see the playground through there. All right. So there's stuff for kids to do here. Hey, Christina, thank you. Christina writes in, just cash. No question, but I appreciate it. Thanks for the support. All right, this is a Papa no Te. They make stuff by hand. It looks like they got jewelry and t-shirts and stuff like this. It's pretty interesting. It's nice to see. It's nice to see local. Oh, there's a manhole cover. I think I'm going to be able to find a better one. There's two varieties of manhole covers on the island. Some of you might not be interested in it, but I sure am. Because there's something about the urban art that I really like. One of them is right here. You can see it in the middle of the screen. This one is the second one that I found. This one's really nice. It's painted. This manhole cover is painted. Obviously, it says Osui, which means drainage. Hey, Mike, thank you. Hope this is enough for beer on the island. You bet it is. I bet it's expensive there. It is, but we're making good with the financing from Patreon. But I'm gonna use that for a brewski. I'm gonna actually buy the owner of the hotel a brewski because he bought me one yesterday. You can see the whale, the culture of the island is represented in the urban art here. That's another reason why I love the manhole covers, because you'll see local culture represented in manhole covers and things like this. It's crazy, right? But that's the way it is. There's another one over there. You can see it on the street. And this street is a little bit more traffic. Again, we have vending machines 1,000 kilometers away from Tokyo as well. So you won't suffer from lack of vending machines. We got you covered. In fact, at the end of this, when I get to the end of the street, you're gonna see vending machine paradise, and maybe we're gonna get a drink because it is getting pretty hot. There's JA, or Japan Agriculture. They have a shop where they'll sell rice and things like this. This is the shop that never has a motorbike. This is the Ogasawara Tourism Company, and this is not private. This is not public. This is a private. And they, you can see they've fixed the motorbikes, and they also rent battery-powered bikes, and that's probably my only option because there's no motorbikes available for rent. If you were going to rent a motorbike, you can see the prices here. A 50cc motorcycle is 1,600 yen for 3 hours. That's about $15, and you can get it for 3 days for about $40. That's what it looks like here. That's the difference between a 125cc and a 50cc. With the driver's license, I can just get this one. With a motorcycle license, you can ride this one here on the island. Now, if you want to get a wetsuit, a motorbike, like they have all these sets here, which are pretty cool. If you want to rent the motorbike for up to 10 days, the price is significantly cheaper. It's about $80 for 10 days. But unfortunately for me, they don't have any, because I didn't make a reservation because I didn't know about it. And that's why I'm live streaming this, because now you know. You know. These are the electrical assist bikes that two people have rented. You can see the battery in the middle of it. And there's a lot of mountains here. You kind of need this in order to get around. You kind of need that. That's why I wanted that motorbike. but I'll have to do some walking and some begging. Usually, if you know, a hitchhiker can make his way from A to B. Coffee, don't get ate by a shark. Yeah, Ramstillen, thank you for that. You know what? I'm gonna show you something having to do with sharks in like a couple of minutes. So hang in there. We got something pretty unique with sharks that some people might not like. This is the ferry that I came on, and you could see a 1947. Well, this looks like the ferry I came on, but I guess this is the first ferry that was operated by the company Maru, Ogasawara Maru. It's kind of neat to find that on the street. There's another tourist office. And this looks like it was built in the 1960s. This is like a design I might see in New Jersey on the boardwalk. Looks like a toy house. It says Maruhi. And they sell omiyage, gifts and things like this. We can go take a look. They even accept suica, which is weird. 1,000 kilometers away. That's what that penguin is. Right here's a mailbox. So you can see. If you forgot goggles and things like this, they got you covered. See, if I just open the door, you see here. Oh, there you go. So they got all sorts of stuff in there. I don't have permission to film. I don't want to go in there. I've got my bathing suit, but I'm just going to wear shorts. But I could buy something here. And this is something I want to tell you guys here. Japan, in 1968, the islands were they were the possession of the United States between 1949, I don't want to get the dates right, 1948 or 49 to 1968. And then they were given back to Japan in 1968. And the island is celebrating its 50th anniversary of being returned to Japan. And 50 is a pretty big number. So yeah, they've had parades and they've been celebrating this for a while. They also have some omiyage, like cookies and things like this. These are gifts that Japanese usually give to other Japanese because they've been there. Small stuff that everybody can share at the office. It's kind of neat. There's some whale cookies. They don't use actual whales, just looks like a whale. See that? Phone booth for those without mobile phones. Oh, this is one of the gray ones. You know what? I haven't seen this forever. I used to use these gray phones because they have a socket to get internet. You see that? And back in 1999, I used to call the United States for my America Online account to download all my email messages from the gray phones. It's kind of cool to see that. You could buy the phone cards at convenience stores. This is supermarket number 2, all right? This one's a little bit smaller, but yesterday when we arrived here, they had a lot of vegetables come off of the boat, and you could see all the boxes in the front of the supermarket because the boat comes only once a week. So so the locals want to buy all of the vegetables that they can get while they're still around because they sell out fast. There's just never enough. Now it's a day after the boat has arrived and all the vegetables are gone. I guess whatever's left over is inside, but the day that the boat arrives, it's like a really cool vibe. Everything's being sold that just got off of the boats, and as soon as the crates are unloaded and the supermarkets get their hand on it, they unload it like 2 hours later, and there's just a lot of people out on the street shopping. And today it's like a ghost town because that's the day after the boat. That boat, which comes, there's some sandals. That boat that comes once a week really is a lifeline because it brings so much more than just people. It brings the economy with it. And without that, it would be, I think, really tough for this island to manage. This is the big supermarket. This is the Ogasawara, like, living supermarket, I guess. And what they have here is a lot more than the other one, but people still compare the prices. They're off 5 days this month. It seems like every other Thursday and Wednesday they have a vacation. Other than that, they're working. One thing I did notice is that because this is an island with a low population, things kind of close early. So, yeah. If you need something, even though it's Tokyo, get it fast. There you go. Now this is in front of the supermarket. You'll find like tons of vending machines. So if you do need a snack, you got like these Soy Joy, which are kind of granola bars, Calorie Mates, all sorts of drinks. But the drinks don't end there. We've got ice cream vending machines. We've got Coke vending machines. Some of them with really unique stuff, like this Fanta yogurt tropical drink, which has a lot of vitamin B and yogurt. And then you have this Georgia Japan Craftsman coffee. But wait, they also have the clear Coke. You thought that they wouldn't have it outside of the city of Tokyo? You thought wrong. This is the countryside. It's starting to make its way all over. Even Dr. Pepper's here, represented. A little Canada Dry in the corner. And the prices are 10 yen more than the mainland. So that's something that I think, prices are pretty reasonable, I thought, because it only comes once a week from the boat, but still, they don't try to jack up the prices too much. They just take in like an extra 5% on it. That's where I ate lunch yesterday. I had pretty good curry rice there. Looks like a beach house in New Jersey. Could be. This is pretty much it. Now we have some more vending machines in the corner. We have some brewski vending machines. Hey, they're interested in what I was doing. Let's see. Those two. We got some booze vending machines. This is a mango Chuhai. There you go. So everybody's taken care of. These vending machines will be your lifeline too. They have also, all this booze, you definitely need some snacks, right? So they got marshmallows, senbei, salted dried fish, peanuts, cheese, bread, long life bread, and you have these. I love these down there. Otsumami. That's it. That's the main street. There you go. I'm gonna take you around this parking lot, and then we're gonna do one more place, which is what I was thinking of eating for lunch today. This is where the boat came in yesterday. I'm digging like these tropical trees. I have a fern in my house, but this is the real deal. Wow, and we're back to the wind here. All right, let me take you out here. Now in the front of this parking lot is a monument to Commodore Perry. Commodore Perry is the American Commodore who came from San Francisco in a black ship with the purpose of opening up Japan to the west, and he did that by threat of force and lofting cannonballs at the Emperor's palace, I believe. He didn't hit anything, probably because he wasn't accurate, but it scared Japan enough because they didn't have any defense against the black ship that they just said, "What do you want? We'll give it to you, just go home." And they did. Well, before he came with the black ship, he stopped here because at that time, this was a whaling town, and there was a guy from Boston named Nathaniel Savoy, Nathaniel Savoy, I gotta get it right. Now, Nathaniel Savoy had come from Boston and set up a colony. The first colony here was in 1820, I believe. And he came with the black ship 30 years later, and he stopped here because it was like the last safe, friendly place before he went into Tokyo. That's one of the reasons why I'm here. I just love the history behind it. There's the ship that I came in. Once again, you can see that turquoise, emerald, bone-in blue, beautiful water that I'm going to jump into as soon as I finish lunch. Once again, they call this the Galapagos of the East for a reason. There's a diving boat coming in after the morning dive. I'll be with them the day after tomorrow. Because John's going underwater. I got 2 cameras, one of them loaned to me from my friend Simon, who I hope doesn't miss his Sony RX100 Mark V for a couple of weeks. Thank you, Simon. I just promised to bring it back in one piece. I did tell him it's going 35 meters below the ocean now. So he knows that. All right, let's go over and see the... I haven't seen any big spiders. I don't really like spiders, but I figure they gotta have some pretty big creepy crawlers around here. Now, I don't know what these are. These might be... They're not bananas. Still haven't figured that out. What do you guys think? All right, now this rock, this is like a commemorative rock for Commodore Perry, right here. It's kind of neat to see one of my countrymen on a rock here. Check it out. There's Commodore Perry. Looks like he's had better days. I am digging those that haircut, but let's pay him the respect that he deserves. He bought property here. He paid $50 to Nathaniel Savory to buy some property here, and then he made Nathaniel Savory the governor of this beautiful island. This is back in 1853, and you can see the ship coming in. It's pretty beautiful. And once again, I don't know if you guys can read Japanese, but this is about a memorial to Commodore Perry. And it was erected in 1996. And I got my history dead on. He was here in 1853 on June 14th. There you go. And he was from America. And this island was sort of international. But it was, even though Nathaniel Savoy was from Boston, and his colonists, 29 of them came from Hawaii, this island was still kind of, sort of Japan. And I think it was 1870, they sent an envoy from Tokyo to here. And they naturalized Nathaniel and the other colonists to become Japanese citizens, which is kind of a pretty neat. And I'm gonna talk with one of the family of the Savoy family that still resides here. The Savoy family is still pretty big on this island. Now, there's no Pizza Hut, as Dee writes in, but we do have other places. This is looking back at the main street, so now you've seen from where we started this live stream to now. Pretty much, that's it. There's a couple of nice restaurants. This one was an Italian restaurant. Oh, this one right here was an Italian restaurant. Hey, Andy got 2007. We love you, John, from Sharon and Andy. Thank you, guys. Love you back from the island. I appreciate that. That's pretty cool. I think I'm gonna be eating here. And the reason why, where do they get electricity from? I guess from lightning strikes. I'm not sure. All right, now I guess I don't have to whisper. They don't know I'm coming. I'm trying to get an interview with them too. I want to do a food episode with some of these gourmet food episode. Now this shop is called Heart Drop because there's a lot of heart here. They put a lot of heart and soul into their burgers. Looks good, doesn't it? But they're famous for one burger in particular. They're famous for the shark burger, baby. For 500 yen, you get a shark burger. It's a burger that just might bite you back. Check it out. So that's gonna be my lunch, I think. They have a set menu with fries and drink. They call it same burger. Same means shark in Japanese. So there's the same burger. It's dainiki. It's very popular. And it's 500 yen for one, or 1,100 yen, or about $10 for a set. That includes a drink with chips, or French fries. They also have a curry rice. That looks pretty good, the curry rice. And that is 1,300 yen for, or about $12 for a set with a salad. And I'm gonna be getting a coffee as well because I need to stay caffeinated. I've been editing as well as writing scripts here. So this is Hard Rock Cafe. This is, if you look in Ogasawara, this is one of the recommended gourmet experiences. They make sure to put in, you cannot get shark burgers anywhere else but here. And they're probably right. A lot of, you can see, you can see the influence of scuba divers. So people will come off of their diving trips and just leave their wetsuits here. Either that or they rent it out. Everyone has scuba diving equipment here. And if you're a scuba diver, if you're a PADI scuba diver, you have an open water or something, you gotta come here if you're coming to Japan. Just, this is like a diving capital of the world for Japan. Okinawa's pretty good. This is the Galapagos of the East, okay? So I'm gonna be diving with dolphins. I'm gonna be diving with. There's a possibility that we see a humpback whale or something. Most of them aren't in this area right now. Hey James, have a shark burger, my friend. Thank you, James. I will. I'm gonna have it, and you guys can check out Instagram for some pictures of said shark burger, and I might have more than one because I got to be back here to film for the main channel. It's an absolutely beautiful day. I'm gonna spend the day finishing up the scripts, setting up the interviews, and locking down the drone locations. Now I have a drone, and I'm gonna be getting drone shots for the main episode, but the rules here are different than other places. The tourist office, everything's only in Japanese. They gave me a map of all the places where I could and couldn't film. Of course, the town is off limits. But they also recommend that I get in touch with, there's 5 people on the island that are drone specialists, to get in touch with them, and I guess I have to hire them to go with me. This was in there's a lot, oh, wildlife. Like just on the street here, I like this. This is an Ogasawara Hashinaga Uguizu. Uguizu make the do-do-do-do, like the do-do-do-do-do. They make this kind of, I think like that. So they have that here. This looks like a house, but it's a restaurant. I like that, you know. I like how the menu is hidden behind a tree. You'll see island foods on the top, and then you gotta dig deep to get to what they actually serve. So I might be stopping here. Lunch is over. Typically lunch is over at 1:30. Oh yeah, wait. What time is it now? Like sometimes oh, it's 1:15. All right, we're gonna do this for 5 more minutes, and then I'm out of here because John is hungry. John is hungry. All right, I ate ramen here last night, and they had pretty good ramen. So yeah, even here you can get, this is a Kagayate. Kagayate is the name of the shop, and they have ramen and you know, cheap foods, like 500 yen or less. Oh, there's a soccer team. They're eating at the place I ate my lunch yesterday. Oh, very cool. They're chilling out. Oh, konnichiwa. Oh. Oh, hello. Yeah, people are friendly. Actually, I think I remember them from the ferry. In fact, everybody here was on the ferry, so you're gonna see the same people over and over again that was on the ferry. So it actually is a good idea to try to meet as many people on the ferry, because you're inevitably gonna bump into them, and you never know when you're gonna need somebody's help. And if they're an islander, a local, they'll help you. But if they're not, and you've met them on the ferry, they might just stop and pick you up. You never know. This is a bar behind me. Oh, that's something I forgot to take you guys on. The last thing I have to show you is the Izakaya, the bar area, which is on the street behind here. This is Bar Creon. This is also recommended in the gourmet book, and they have seafood, a lot of really good seafood and drinks. And last night it looked like a bar. It looked like a bar. Seriously, because it's a bar. All right, now we got like an entire soccer team coming at us, or football. They're coming right at us, so I don't know if they're gonna bother us or enhance this live stream. There's lots of ways that this could go. All right, I'm gonna take you now to the right, and I'm gonna show you the Izakaya street, so then we get a good idea of what that looks like. Konnichiwa. Oh. Hey. Nobody did anything crazy. That's a shame. They were on the boat yesterday. All right, okay, yes, okay, here it is. All right, guys, I found it. So here are 2 manhole covers. This is the other version of the manhole covers. I showed you the whale one. So for the 750 people watching, this is manhole cover number 2. I like this one the best. There's a car coming, but I think it showed you. It's 2 dolphins, and you can see the coral reef underneath them. and the water above them. I really like this one. I wish they'd like painted it and filled it in. Hold on, we got a car coming. But that's my favorite manhole cover so far. When you see a manhole, you have to yell out, you go, manhole! Hola! That's how we got to do it. A manholer is the word that the Japanese government, or the Japanese Manhole Association, there's actually a Japanese Manhole Association, calls it, they call them manholers, people who like to look at the manhole covers. It's pretty crazy. I made an episode on it. Yeah, you have to shout it out. You can't just, you know, when you see a manhole cover, you say, oh, look, it's a cute little manhole. No, you have to, you shout it out, let everybody around you know that you're a manholer, so that, you know, other people get as excited about it as you, because we have to build the manholer community. It's actually a growing community. All right, now these here, now that we're off of the manhole subject here, okay, this is pretty cool. Check it out. It's like somebody's parking lot. This is the coolest parking lot ever. The car is out, but that's a pretty cool parking lot. All right, now this is an izakaya. They have sushi. Oh, and they have the island sake on the table here. Check it out. So this is all local stuff. They're open right now for lunch. And this here is the, oh, they're closed. I was thinking of going here as well. They even have manga. Check it out. They even have manga inside there. They've got a really big menu, so I might be coming here for dinner. This place looked like it was popping too. Lunch is from 11:30 to, I guess, when they shut the gate. You can limbo your way in. And then dinner starts at 5:30 p.m. And I like the retro ads too. I like the retro beer ads. And there's a couple more izakaya, but I'm gonna walk back this way. And then we're gonna end the live stream. This is pretty much what you can expect when you come to Ogasawara. Absolutely beautiful, absolutely pristine beaches. There's not even, that's not even the best one. There's so many other beaches that you can get to if you have a motorbike. I don't have one. But you can get to if you have a motorbike or you know somebody with a motorbike. I'm gonna try to go there by bicycle later today. Oh, the menu looks good. There's a pretty cool nightlife here, and although you know the supermarkets and some of the shops close early, these izakaya go on until like, I don't know, a crazy time like 10 p.m. Probably a little bit later. Oh, there's a banana tree. Check that out. A banana. Banana. Who wants a banana? You can't just take it. It's somebody else's banana, but it's pretty cool to see a banana off Main Street. Yeah, you can see some bananas. All right. And then there's some houses back here. Now, I was told that a lot of people want to come and live here. The population of this is actually increasing. Oh, I haven't gone up these steps yet. I'm gonna have to do that. I wonder where these steps take you. Probably up. There might be a shrine or something up there. There's a lot to explore. Oh, this is a really good restaurant. I think it has like stars. Aberge Sato. And there are 3 or 4 people in there eating Italian food. It looks good. It's just kind of cool that even out here they have restaurants like that, you know? It's a very sophisticated. If I compare this to Aogashima and to Hachijojima and to Nijima, those are the other islands that I've visited. This one is I think better because everything is really in one spot. It's not too big like Hachijojima, and there's a lot of that's a drinking place. There's a lot of really neat little characteristics to this island. But the thing I like the most about it is it's very, very diverse. It's very, I'm going back to the shark burger place. The island's very diverse, almost like the United States. That's a massive banana tree in this dude's yard. Check it out. It's a lot of bananas. So the boat trip from Tokyo City to here will cost you for economy $250 about. Maybe $230 depending on the exchange rate. $230 to $250. It's not cheap. You don't have to change. The ride's kind of fun. There's 2 restaurants. There's a lounge that has food 24 hours and a restaurant that serves food like during lunch and breakfast and dinner time. The sleeping was like, I felt like I was being rocked in a carriage, you know, from like when your mom's rocking you, rockabye baby kind of stuff. I slept like a baby. I really did. By the way, there is a bus. They were trying to get me to ride the bus instead of having a motorbike, but I sure would rather have a motorbike because the schedule is pretty sparse. See that? There's not a lot of buses, but I'm gonna have to find a way to get a bicycle or a motorbike because I want my own wheels. I don't want to be stranded somewhere. If you've ever been in the countryside in Japan and you have buses and stuff, you can be stranded somewhere. You need a bike, or you need like a get out of an escape plan. And if you don't have your own wheels, you can't escape. You're stuck here, and I don't want to be stuck anywhere. All right, they're looking for a place to eat. They're running out of options. I'm gonna have a burger. Hey guys, thanks for the lunch money. I appreciate that. This is going towards lunch. Hope you enjoyed this. I'm gonna do some more live streams from the island. It's nice to see Gretchen from Arizona. Welcome to Paradise, Gretchen. This is truly, this truly is deep island Pacific for all you guys. It's neat to share this with you. You should bring your drone to Yakiyama and Hahajima if I can. I'm not sure if I can. I'm not sure if I can go to Hahajima. It just depends because, first of all, I have to finish all the episodes that I want to make here, and because my wife is jealous that she couldn't come, I'm gonna have to come back here, or else she's gonna kill me. So I had to promise to come back here, which is not a bad promise because I want to come back here, right? I'm gonna come back here. So it's not like I'm you know, making promises I can't keep. But yeah, she's not happy that she's not here, which makes sense. You guys should be here too. Where are you guys? So who's coming? I'll be here well, there's no way for you to get here since there's no boat. I guess nobody's coming. It's just me, myself, and all these nice people that are already on here. Because a new wave of fresh fish, a new wave of fresh tourists aren't coming until the 6th. This boat departs on the 5th. It goes, and then it arrives on the 6th, and then it takes people on the 6th and comes back on the 7th. Right. So if my wife wanted to come, she'd have to leave on the 6th, and she'd be here on the 7th, and we'd have 5 days. Hey, if you're listening, honey, there it is. I think I'll be able, and I'll it's my treat. Just come on. We'll find a place to stay. We're gonna go swim with the dolphins. Swim with the dolphins. All right, guys, I'm going here for lunch to Heart Rock Cafe. Thanks for watching this live stream, and I hope this gives you, if you are thinking of coming to the Bonin Islands, to Chichijima or Hahajima, and this is on your list and you're not sure, I hope this puts you over the top because it's very comfortable here. As I said, the population is very diverse. So English is spoken here, guys. I'd say everybody who's a local can speak English because everybody who's a local is from mixed backgrounds. Meaning, like the guy who's running the hotel, his name is Kenny, like from Kenneth, all right? The founder of this island is Nathaniel, and his family comes from the last name of Savoy, which is an American, like Boston name. And, they have foreign backgrounds. So there's a lot of people who look kind of like me. And that sort of makes this island more unique than the other places because its history as a whaling town, its history of being an international post for whalers and this culture back then. They don't do that now. In fact, it's just the opposite. They do everything that they can to protect the nature. That's why they applied for the World Heritage Site, and that's why they got this to protect what they have now. And I really like that from this. This is no longer a whaling town. This is a whale watching town, where we kind of really, we not kind of, but we really respect the nature around us. And you can feel that with the vibe in the city and the way the people, the locals approach nature. They really want to protect it. That's why they have tougher drone laws here to protect the birds, because they don't want any of the birds getting injured, things like this. Yeah. All right, guys. So you speak English, bar dude. What's good, bro? They talk like that, actually. Alan writes in a good question. They actually can speak like American, and this was America. Especially the old timers can speak good English. This was America for over 20 years. This had a San Francisco zip code. All right, it was 96606 or 96600 or 96636. It had an American zip code. This island. All right, this used to be San Francisco. It's crazy to imagine that. So they hit, they turned it over to Japan, and now the schools all teach in Japanese. But that culture of being mixed and ethnically diverse is still very, very strong on this island. And in fact, that's what makes it really special to the younger Japanese people, because it's got like this feel to it. And maybe Okinawa is the same in many ways, but it's got this feel to it where it's just so chill and people are just so cool about everything that it makes you really want to live here. And you see a lot of young couples and a lot of people who have emigrated from the mainland to Ogasawara and live here now. And if you look around and you saw the beach that I showed you in the beginning of this live stream, you know why. And if you're joining this late, hang around and then play back this video if you didn't see the beginning of it. In fact, you know what? I'll take you there and we'll end the live stream there. All right? Because I just learned that the cafe is open past 1:30. It's open till 6. The Shark Burger Cafe, but the other restaurants are closed. Scuba diving. The place I'm diving at is called Fish Eye, and it was picked for me because, one, they had accommodation for me, and the other places didn't. And two, the guy is a drone specialist. He's one of those island specialists, and he'll be able to help me out with the drone stuff. All right, I'm gonna go in here to the pier. I'm gonna show you guys the water before I go and have my lunch. There are sharks here, but they're not the kind of sharks that eat people. There's no great whites or like tiger sharks, and the sharks are very well fed. I went scuba diving with sharks in Tahiti, and I had big lemon sharks swimming past me. They look like Jaws. They're really big bodied, and none of them will eat me because I'm not worth it. I look foreign to them, and I look like I would put up a fight, and there's so much other food that doesn't fight back that they can just eat that's tastier than me, so they don't even worry about me. They're not territorial. Some sharks will eat people, like great whites, and then most sharks are pretty harmless because they have a very good food supply. In this area, the food supply is amazing, and I don't know if we're having a really clear signal, but I can tell you one thing. So it is pretty windy. The water is just stunning. It's just absolutely, it's just absolutely stunning, and there you go. I can't believe I'm out here. I'm like, what am I doing out here? The first thing I said was, I'm in Tokyo? I remember I opened up this live stream almost at the spot where I started yesterday, looking at the beach going, I'm in Tokyo? There's some of the young kids I was telling you about. Check it out. So there are young people, and you need young people to in a community to have like hope and feel like, it's a community. Without kids, it's not the same. And it's nice to see kids here. Aogashima did not have a lot of kids. Most of them might have been on vacation when I was there, but there aren't a lot of kids on Aogashima. But here, there's lots of kids. There's lots of families. It feels like a colony. I got to be honest with you. I believe whatever Nathaniel Savoy was building here in 1820, it still kind of feels the same. And you can kind of see, it looks like a colony. It feels like a colony. Especially on the weekends when everybody comes out. It feels like a colony to me. And I like that. Oh, sorry, the wind is blowing the gimbal. Eric CC48 writes, so want to go there. You should want to go there. You should want to come here because this is awesome. You're not going to find so many places in the world left like this that are just so pristine. This is a good place for fishing. There's also better places for fishing on the other side of the island. It is a little pricey to get here, and hotels have to be booked a month in advance, things like this, but it is so worth it. Have a couple of beers and please report on tennis courts. I am a tennis coach and want to know if there's an income potential there. That's a good question. They do have a playground, but I didn't see tennis courts. I'll ask about this to the tourism office and see what else they have here. I'm kind of curious myself. Do they have basketball? Do they have sports? I'm pretty sure they do because they have a elementary school and a junior high school, I believe. So I'm pretty sure that they have something here. But the town is it's a lot bigger than some of the other island towns that I've been on. This one is a pretty good community. All the stuff that they have here, very little of it comes from the island itself, but it comes from the boats that come once a week. Like this is the boat. My hotel, believe it or not, and it was the only one that was available, I have to go through that tunnel to get there. And the tunnel is takes me about 4 minutes to walk through to the other side. And that's my accommodation. We could take the road around, but just could go through the tunnel. Cars can't go through that tunnel. Cars can't go through the tunnel. Just crazy humans like me who live on the other side of it. Oh, there's one other story I want to tell you, but I think I'm going to save this for another time. Kenny, who is the nicest, I mean, I'm just overwhelmed by how friendly he is. I went in to pay for 3 nights yesterday, and he goes, have you ever had this beer before? He reached in his refrigerator. He's a beer lover, and he got out a Mexican beer, something with an M, Modelo. It came in a fancy bottle, and I said no, and I had it. It was really good, and he's like, all right, it's on the house. I'm like, what? Like, first of all, you need a business plan, dude. That's what my friend, Ellis, who's a patron of mine, he goes, you're gonna need a business plan. He needs a business plan, but he has, in his vending machines at my hotel, he has all these craft beers put in the vending machine because that's what he likes to drink. And it's pretty funny to see, like, this far away, there's a dude who likes craft beer. He went to junior high. He's got an interesting story too. He went to junior high school. When junior high school started, he had to leave the island to go to school. Back then, they didn't have the same system as they did. He's in his late 50s or early 60s or something. I think late 50s. Beer truck. And he came back to the island just 2 years ago. So he was living in the city for 2 years and just came back for all of his life and just came back 2 years ago. And now he's helping his parents, I believe, because now they've grown too old to take care of the guest house. And I might do a live stream of the guest house because it's a historical place. That's the first hotel on the island 50 years ago when it was returned to Japan, was where I'm staying now. And it has that feel to it, a really fun feel to it, like historical feel to it where the boards crack. I like that. It's a lot of personality. All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm going now to get my shark burger. I'm going to ask them if I can do an episode of Only in Japan there and eat a shark burger. Something pretty cool. So, unless you guys have any questions, it's lunchtime for me. Have a good day, good night, wherever you're from. Hit the like button. We should be at 300 likes. Hey guys, come on. You do better than that. I'm bringing you a live stream from an island, 24 hours away. You can't even slam the like button. Don't slam it. Just lightly tap it because I don't want to be in charge of the damage that you will cause because you just love this so much. If you like content like this, I say hit the like button. That's why I kind of do it, because it encourages me that this is the kind of stuff that you like. Coming to Tropical Island is kind of a no-brainer. It's better than me sitting around Tokyo. This is what the show's supposed to be about. I take you on the go somewhere. All right, guys. I'll see you next time. I'll report back on Instagram on the shark burger, and I'll see you in the next live stream, probably tomorrow or tonight if something happens. Bye, guys.